Hello and welcome everybody, Obesity Prime here, and today I'm going to make an updated video to this video, which is basically the solo chest run up here in this Shattered Mountain area. It's been a long time since I made that one, and I just wanted to see if it's still possible to get all, if not the majority of the elite chests in here solo, just kind of using the retreat feature of some of the particular monsters that block them. So that's what we're going to do here, just as a heads up. Gonna be a lot of cutting, a lot of, fast forwarding and things like that. There were a lot of people in here, so sometimes the chests were wide open, which obviously isn't going to do you no good if they're blocked when you try to attend, so I had to wait. We're going to start here on the side here, just showing you where we're going. Coffer right there that you can go ahead and grab before you make your way in. And we're going to take at least the approach that I saw within my videos was just scaling the wall here, grabbing this one, running across. We come up in here, we can snag this one. If you want to kill that guy, you can definitely kill that guy. And then we're going to loop back down here. We're going to get the first elite chest. You're going to run to the side wall over here. There is a coffer you can grab here, or an urn in this case. Now this one was a little janky, just because there was another guy in here fucking around. The scenario is the same, and we'll get to see this again later. You run in there. Oh, let me just preface this too. Wherever there are gunners, you're going to have to kill all of the gunners, okay? So just keep that in mind. They're annoying little shits. You're gonna have to kill them. You can get around some of these melee guys, but the ranged ones you're going to have to kill. Remember that. Everywhere we go, I'll probably be repeating it like 50 times. But essentially, you go in there, you pull this guy out, you stand here on this corner, of course, get smacked as always. It's a good luck charm. And then you're gonna kind of fly in there, just kind of quickly grab the chest. This isn't the best attempt at it. I didn't even use burnout, but this is essentially what you do. See how long it takes him to come in here. I probably wouldn't have gotten a hit here. The aggro was pulled by the other guy though, but they usually have a little bit of time before they wind up and hit you. In that same spot, we're just going to grab this one before we head on out to the other side. There is another one up here, so we grab that one, and then there's one right here. So now, normally from my memory is this was the only pathway, but if I went back here, it looks like it splits two ways. So I was like, I've never been down this way, so we'll try and see what's located down this way. Or maybe it has been, I just don't remember. It's been a long time. So as we proceed up, we'll come to another crate over here, and then directly across from that is another ancient urn. As we proceed up, now I do remember this spot, so we get this urn here, of course, as I mentioned. Kill these bastards, they're everywhere. You're going to kill them all. And once it's done, it should look like this. So you tag the dude, he's supposed to kind of like follow you. I'm not sure why he wasn't following me, but eventually he does. Let's get killed here. Try not to die. This is why I went this particular combo. So he retreats. Oh, he doesn't retreat yet. So this is what it's kind of supposed to look like. You pull him up here. He's supposed to retreat. And then you run and you jump between the little gap right here. And you should be able to sneak that chest before getting smacked. I got my shield here. That's why I went with my shield. Now let me go back the other way. There's a coffer right there to the left. As you run up here, there's another coffer or ancient urn or chest, whatever you want to call it, right there. Now, of course, as I mentioned, a lot of people in here screwing everything up. So I had to wait for this respawn so I could show you this. So here it is. Again, we have gunners, of course, and here's what it will look like. So you kind of run from the way I remember. It was like this. Yep, there we go. Easy one to sneak, and you're good to go. Proceed forward all the way up till we come to this side right here. Again, story of my life. Gunners, kill all the gunners. But essentially what you want to do is you could just drop down, not like the way I'm doing it, but you would just drop down, pull him, and then run up on the wall, and then just kind of like quickly jump over there. So I'll do that now. He's supposed to retreat at some point. There we go, retreating. And then you can just run right here and grab that. Now that coffer right there, it's on its own little platform, so you should be able to get it without him smacking you. Alright, we make our way inside. There's a chest, little mini chest right here. Grab that one. And then keep running up here. There's another one right here. Now, I tried to do this the old way in one of my videos. Did not work, so I had to go back to the original OG method, which is once you come back here, you stand up on the rock on the top, you shoot him. The guy is supposed to then run all the way around, do a slam attack. As he gets up near the top, and this is why I go fire staff, burnout, to kind of quickly get down there. And you can kind of sneak that chest before he comes running back around. This is a similar method that's going to be used later on, so keep that in mind. And if you want to drop aggro, you come over to this side rock right here, and then just wait a second, and he should go away. There you go. All right. Now we're going to proceed up all the way through, coming to the next chest over here. That's worth it. Right here, you're going to sneak behind him. Sometimes you might aggro him. You want to quickly get up to the third spot. Do not sit on this one because you will get smacked and killed. How do I know? I died. This is my second attempt. So, and then right here, what we want to do is I wanted to get on top of the little platform of stones, but somehow got stuck over here. So you gotta improvise a little. So if you do get stuck here, kind of run up in this little corner, and this is a great spot for me to kind of mention the weapons you probably want for this. Anything that could kind of protect you. Shield can give you a couple hits. Ice Gauntlet, invulnerable state can help you. There's an annoying orichalcum vein right here, so remember to mine that first, otherwise you'll get screwed. What's another good item? You may be able to go Great Sword with the Calamity Counter skill. Just something that can buy you a couple hits, especially if you're squishy. You're going to get like one shot here and have to do it all over again. Which leads me to my second point. Make sure you build a camp. You're going to want a camp just outside. And if you can get a camp in this middle part here, definitely do it. Saves you a lot of time because you probably will die once or twice on your first go through. So here we go. We finally break through. Come over here. Sneak into where you're supposed to be. Grab the chest. And you're good to move on. There's another coffer over to the left. There's one over to the right. So that one you're seeing, I'm not going to grab because it's kind of annoying. But I just burn out because I was kind of stuck. And then we'll grab this one. Proceed onward. There's another one right there. And then this spot is kind of similar to the other ones. But we'll go ahead and just grab all these supply crates because they're pretty easy to grab. So then we run across. There's two more right here. As you can see, that provision crate and that other urn right there. Go ahead and grab those. I actually missed one right here in the corner. Right there, you can grab that one. Now, at the time of this spot, I forgot that there was one right here, so I had to come back and grab it real quick. But this is how you do this on the same spot. Kind of pain in the ass. So you hit the dude. He's going to run over to you. Again, any gunners around, kill the gunners. But this isn't the spot you really want to stand, but it was working for the time being. My first attempt on this. And it would have worked. So you would just run up, grab it. Plenty of time. Except for this dickhead hit me in the back. So, if you don't want to kill that guy who was standing right there, you come up over here, and this spot works just the same. Because when they get here, you can just quickly go around those corners, get there quicker than they can. Just gives you more time to try and get those chests. And then we're going to make our way down the road. Now, here we come. Off to the left, there's a little verticality here, I guess. Little raptors that go up. Definitely get on these if you want. You can kill that guy to grab that one. It's not worth my time because the elite chest is right over there. Of course, we have gunners. Kill the gunners, and I'll show you how to get this one. This one's a little wonky too. It used to be one of the easiest, but now doing this was a little strange. And kind of sneak right here on this side. Now I could have gotten this, chickened out a little bit. See, there was enough wind-up time between the both of them. I could have grabbed it. Here's how it's supposed to be. Now, if you go to the left side, he kind of aggroes really quickly and swings pretty quickly. So they must have made some changes to the retreat here. Gave them a quicker response. I noticed that they were coming back way too quick from what I normally see. But here it is. We get the retreat. We come to this right side again. Here's the little wonkiness I was mentioning. Okay, we get lucky. Grab your shit. Move on down. Now this one is similar to the one we did earlier, but it's a lot harder because now they're elites. So same thing still kind of applies. You want to get rid of the gunners that are in there, and then you're definitely going to want to use burnout for this one. Try not to get trapped in there. I'm going to pull them up here onto this ledge. Kind of pull them a little bit further back and then go into the spot where they can't hit you. Of course, forgot, you always got to get hit at least once. It's a good luck charm. And then you're going to burn out as quickly as you can. Get in there. You're on the clock. You're being timed here. So you run in there. Don't try to jump or anything. Just spam that E. Make sure you can hit that shit. And by the time he gets in there, you should have enough time to get it. And move on out. Alright, now we're making our way up into the cave. So there's this guy right here. You can kind of like sneak past him as I did. So I can quickly grab this one. As you'll see, there's a little spot you can kind of rest on for a second while I was evaluating where to go. Then we just drop down. We head off to the right here a little bit so we can get that chest up here. We're gonna have to slide our way on in. We're just gonna have to slide our way on in. And look at this reflexes. Bah! Block that shit. Alright, moving on it. Keep going. There's gonna be a number of chests you can grab here. Blight crates is, I guess, what I should be calling them. Go up and then make sure you hang that right. There's another easy one right there you can get later if you want. These guys wouldn't allow me, but you then drop down here on this side. You could grab this one, but first, as you see, they're still aggroing. So the spot where you want to be to drop aggro is right up here in this corner. As you can see, you got to be in the corner or else you'll get poked. So you stand there. You can obviously grab this one. It's fine. And then jump across and get this alchemy one. You should be able to mine everything if you want. But now here's how you get this one. You come up over here. You jump up on this rock and you get onto this little hillside here. Now again, another like little wonky scenario happened here. So what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to shoot this big dude and he's supposed to then run all the way around to where you are, kind of similar to the first one. But something strange happened here. So when I hit him, he runs at me as normal and I'm waiting for him, but he doesn't seem to show up. So I was like, you know what, let me just test it. I can always go to the ledge to drop aggro, but he never came, and so this was an easy snatch on this particular one. All right, we're on the last stage here, at least for the main chest. We come up here. We have two aggro dropping spots. We have right here, down in this little area on the rock, and then we have the other one all the way up there on top of that ledge. Of course, like with all the other spots, you're going to want to kill all the gunners. Now with this one, another kind of wonky scenario here. So this guy runs in here. He ends up pulling the main dude right there, who ends up chasing him off to like the side or whatever. And I was busy killing the gunners. And then so I was like, what's taking this dude so long to come back? I was like, I'm going to try and sneak. But then you see him right there, and he just insta-dies for some reason. I'm not sure why, but he ends up fading out, going away. If you can recreate that scenario, definitely do it. I did not want to wait another 15-20 minutes for this bastard to respawn, but what's supposed to happen is once you get rid of all the gunners, you're supposed to then run over here, jump up on this thing, guard, and just wait. He might get 1 or 2 hits in. Again, this is why we take some of these weapons, and then you kind of just plop in here, you grab the stockpile. The same thing should work for the elite chest. But then we'll take what we can get here. As you can see from that attempt, they came like really quick. That's what I was mentioning earlier. It seems like they're reacting a lot faster, which makes it a little bit harder. But we pull them, give them a little bit more of a little bit of time to run over there, and then we can come up here. We should be able to grab this without any problems. And there you go. Now pretty much you just jump off the edges here. You end up coming down to this section right here. I know there's a chest right there, and you want to go off towards the left over there. For some reason, I jumped off towards the middle. You don't want to be in the middle because there's a lot of guys right here, but eventually we will come back right here. So if I did what I normally do and come over to the left, there will be a chest right there. I can grab that one. Once we kill all the stupid gunners here, we can go ahead and grab that one right there in the corner. And then I'll show you how to do this last one. This one changed a little bit as well. I tried to just jump on over him, but that didn't work. What you actually need to do is get on top of the little stones right there. And then once he starts to retreat, then you want to kind of quickly slide down, open it. You should have enough time to get away. And of course, there's another coffer over there, but I'm done with this shit. And there you go, friends. That's how you complete this solo by yourself if you don't have any friends like me. And hopefully that was useful for you guys.